Okay, so I ended up retrofitting this guy, cleaned it all out. The way you kind of take this apart, obviously you take out these 3 screws, take out the 4 up here, everything comes off of the housing. So right now it looks like it's gonna work. That one obviously is new. This is old, but it's gonna be like 3-4 days before I get the other one. So I'm deciding to give this a try. Now, I think in my previous video, you have these, once you get this off, I'm sorry, I kind of put it all back together, I rushed through it, and now it's on, it's working, no noises, nothing in there, so it's spinning, it works, well, hopefully it works. That one should work because it's brand new. Now, once you unmount this guy from there, the way you take the rear case off, at least on this 08 model, there's clips, kind of clips that are built into the back case. You can just get a screwdriver, flathead, bend them out a little bit so they're flush with this edge. Obviously, again, the back case, you're going to have it out, so you're going to be removing those. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these guys, so you just kind of loosen up. This comes off. There's 2 clips back here that this little face comes off. And then the other section that's on the metal housing where the magnets and everything else is at, that also kind of slides off. You put all that back together later on when you're putting this guy back up. Once, to get this off, your ball bearing is right in there, so you're going to have to kind of wedge it gently with a screwdriver until it just snaps off. And in there, you're going to see the electrical components that comes off of this and the brushes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 small brushes. They're about, I'm going to guess, a little bit less than a ½ inch or so in length. Mine were all not messed up, they were in fine shape, they were just dirty, full of dust. So the way to clean them off is I used, well, compressed air. I don't want to add any extra moisture in there, and electronic cleaner. I took all the pieces off. They're not really springs, there's some, at least on this model. There's some videos that I've seen that they're actual springs built into where the brushes are at. These are not springs, they're like these weird leaf springs type of things. So it's not like your typical round coiled up spring. This thing is like a little leaf with like springs on both ends of it. You'll see what I'm talking about when you see it. It almost looks like a little pair of glasses. Now, oh, by the way, sorry, you gotta have some of these when you're working. They are refreshing. So back to the issue here. All right, so again, I haven't had a chance to find the pieces for this. I'm gonna search. I don't know where they're at. They might be in there somewhere. If not, that's how that guy's staying. So I'm gonna be coming back into this guy, start putting it in there. There's 2 bottom clips down here that kind of hold the bottom of the fan. This and this, it rests in there, and then that's another little resting point, and here's where those clips are. That are right here. These are those clips. You can kind of see how they push back. See? So let's try to get this guy back in there. See if I search for those little plastic pieces there, and if I can't find them, well, whatever. Alright, so I was able to get it back. Got that guy back in. Already screwed on radiator hose here in the top and the radiator hose down at the bottom. The tricky part about this, make sure that when you're putting this guy back in, see these clips? That's the upper supports. Make sure that they're correctly on the radiator, the aluminum edge that's here. Make sure they're mounted on. Got this other mount. Okay, and on the bottom, remember those 2 clips that I showed earlier? Make sure that you kind of take your hand back down there and assure yourself that they're actually mounted in the holes, because I was having a little bit of a problem mounting it. So they would clip here. Remember the clips that you have to kind of push back? Well, these clips, once you kind of get the bottom wedged in correctly, this is sat in properly, the clips just basically, all you hear is click and then click on the other end and you're in. So now I'm going to kind of tighten this guy up, connect the electrical components, and before I kind of put all this crap back together, I'm going to turn on the car, see if the fans kick on. Hopefully that little retro, or not retro, but the little, yeah, I guess a retrofit I did to the brushes in the old little fan held up, and let's see where it goes. Alright, well, everything's back in, turned it on, all fans are running. Running in there, so next job on this guy, I think, is going to be the engine mounts. There's like a weird vibration, kind of hear it there. So, alright, hopefully this video helps. I'll be posting it soon.